very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the LV Prasad Eye Institute. We are here not just to witness an event, not just an emotion, but a movement called VHITATHON.
We are honored to have such an incredible audience in our midst, including our distinguished guests, sponsors, donors, the Hyderabad runners, the dedicated Operation Eyesight Universal team, esteemed influencers, members of the media, and of course, the heart and soul of this event, the WHITATHON participants.
To our sponsors and donors, a very big thank you. This all cannot happen without you and without your support.
A special shout out to the Hyderabad runners whose passion and commitment have made this city a thriving hub of athletic excellence. Thank you for being an inspiration to everyone here and for joining us on this incredible journey.
A special thanks again to the Operation Eyesight Universal to being a part of the Institute of Eye Cancer right from the beginning and being with us throughout the journey.
We are honored to have unmatched influencers who have lent their voice to this cause and rallied support for WHITATHON. Your support takes us beyond physical boundaries. Thank you for being the driving force behind our collective success.
To the media, print and visual, because you amplify our message, making it eternal and global. A heartfelt welcome to all the participants of the event, WHITATHON. Each one of you, by your presence, make it a cause that is driven by your passion, your enthusiasm and determination to make a difference, and it is truly commendable and admirable.
By joining us today, you are actively contributing to the success of this event and more importantly, making a positive impact on society. Thank you for your unwavering commitment.
Last but not the least, I would like to thank our special guest, Mr. VVS Laxman. The dessert, of course, is the last course of the menu. I can remember the days of early 2000s when I was a medical student. I could hardly make it to the 8 AM class, but I was never late when the 4:30 AM start was announced for the Australia-India test matches. And you had to be there on time, because if you were 10 minutes late, probably the top 3 batsmen had already gone. Now we have won 2 consecutive series in Australia, being the first Asian team to win even one. And it's difficult for people here to imagine that it was a dreadful 90s that I spent watching the television in the morning. But it all began a long time back in this match. Back in 1997, when McGrath and co were not kind to us and would be throwing grenades at us, it was VVS who made an unbeaten, not an unbeaten, 167 out of a total of 261 over a strike rate of 80. This would qualify for a great innings even in IPL. To watch him not be caring about the bounce or the bouncers, not be caring about who is bowling, and bear with all the pain and the torture to come out glorious at the other end was like watching poetry in motion. And that is the day when the seeds of this victory were sown. The belief was arising and the journey continued thereafter. And to think that a few months before this, he was dropped from the Indian team. And then what did he do? No, there was no IPL that time. Not everyone is as lucky as Ajinkya Rahane is right now. So he went back to the grind of Ranji Trophy and made almost 1,500 runs in a year with an average of more than 100. In 1999-2000, and this record stands even 23 years later. He barged into the team and never looked back. And there is something then now that everybody probably does remember. Can we move on to the next slide, please? Next slide. The unforgettable test match at Calcutta, where VVS and Rahul had a 376 in partnership. And this inning and this test match both are a part of the best ever matches and innings that list is generated by listing. And This was the first time that India had beaten Australia after following on. And I'm also happy to share. Next slide, please. Can I control it from here? Okay. This was the victory, and see where the kiwi is. And I was there for the day when you were batting VVS, and I can always remember that fondly. Thank you for this. It's a day that I can never forget in my life. But even more special than this was the third test match when you made that stylish 66 runs to win the series, a series that I believe is the best ever series played in a cricket test series. Thank you so much for giving this opportunity. I can go on and on. There are multiple stories, including one event where he got angry at the non-striker. But it's probably time to catch a glimpse of the mind of the master himself. Before great thoughts comes quiet meditation.
It was Ian Chappell. It was in the 2001 test match against Australia where I got 281, and that's when they started calling me very, very special. And everyone now don't remember my surname, which is quite a big surname, and everyone refers to me as very, very special. For me, any match where I helped the team to win the game or save the game in tough situation is very memorable. So one of those knocks for me was 281 against Australia, the Kolkata Test match. I would have been doctor. Both my parents are my role models, and they're doctors. I always enjoyed the science subject. In fact, in my 10th class, I got 98 out of 100 and was first in the state. I took YPC, almost enrolled myself in a medical college. The food, hospitality, and the people makes Hyderabad a great place.
As many fans in Australia as in India. Truly a symbol of skill, ethics, hard work, discipline and humility. A person who anyone would want to emulate. We are so proud to have you associated with WHITATHON.
Everything at the LV Prasad Institute began with our founder chairman, Dr. Gullapalli Nageshwar Rao, and it is a delight, please request you to share your few thoughts on this occasion.
Mr. Laxman, Ramesh Prasad Garu, all the supporters of this real movement against battling the menace of childhood cancer. When I was watching the sixes hit by Laxman of the bouncers of McGrath, that's what you would like to do with retinoblastoma and all forms of cancer. Get the cancer of all forms out of the baby, so that no child dies needlessly from cancer, eye cancer. Our institute's journey, many of you know, began about 37 years ago with the aspiration of reconciling excellence with equity. High quality care along the lines of the best of the medical centers in the world and made available to everybody, irrespective of their ability to pay. Fortunately, we have been able to live up to that aspiration all through this journey. Along the way, we have many milestones, many laurels, many accolades, both for the institution and the individuals who made the institution so great. At the end of the first 25 years of our journey, we have decided to pursue two strategic paths for the next 25. One of the two is what we call institutes of excellence that become global research centers for a niche area or an important area of blindness and eye problem. And one such was eye cancer, the Institute for Eye Cancer. When you look at the magnitude, eye cancer compared to, for example, cataract is not very big. But the damage done by cancer is long lasting, and these children have to live a long time. You are saving lives, you are saving sight, and in some lucky cases we can even save the eye sight. So it is with that intention that we have begun to focus increasingly and enhance the work that we were already doing, the focused unit of eye cancer. The Institute of Eye Cancer has begun, and over the past nearly 7-8 years has evolved into a really global resource. Swati and her group set up several such capacity building programs to handle eye cancer in Africa, in Asia, and in some of the Latin American countries to an international level. And the research that came out of the Eye Research Institute is also widely recognized. And our clinicians and scientists have received numerous honors because of their work in this area. But I think no honor can match the satisfaction of saving the life of a child. And we have also taken a vow. We are now present in 280 locations across the states of Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, and Odisha. 250 primary care vision centers in remote rural and tribal areas as of last week. 22 next level, secondary level eye hospitals in rural areas. 3 tertiary centers in Vijayawada, Visakhapatnam, and then at the top is this institute in Hyderabad. We have taken a vow that nobody, no child in our coverage area by the year 2030 will die needlessly of eye cancer. We will identify, we will stick in one of them and make sure that they are identified at the right time through our approaches, various approaches of primary, secondary, and tertiary care, and make sure their life is saved, their eye is saved, and perhaps their sight is saved. So for all that, we need a lot of support. And in that context, I'd like to acknowledge with gratitude all the support that we've been receiving from Hyderabad runners, many sponsors, and Mr. Laxman that's been coming every year for this occasion and supporting us. We are very thankful, and we hope this support will continue and grow. That will enable us to tackle this problem more vigorously and touch and save more lives. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ram, for such inspiring words as always, and fills us with a sense of pride to belong to this institute. Can we have the sponsor slide? On behalf of Team WHITATHON, we would like to thank each and every one of our sponsors. Our gold sponsors, TechWave Consulting India Private Limited, National Mineral Development Corporation Limited, Gabor Medicine Technique GmbH, and Essilor Luxottica Group.
Silver sponsors Vision RX Lab Private Limited and Biomedics Optotechnic